Anderson, and today I'm going to show you how to create one of the all-time favorites, venison snack sticks. Today we're going to be using snack stick number 2. Now if you like snack stick number 1, you're going to have to really try snack stick number 2. So let's hop to it. Okay everyone, now the first step when you're starting to make your venison snack sticks is venison snack sticks or a 70-30 ratio. Now you can be off just a little bit, that's okay. This is custom butchering. This is in-home butchering, real life. So if you're off a pound or two, it's not a big deal. Now when you pick out your pork, there's a big difference between picking out pork butt, picnic trim, or pork loin. Today we're going to use a pork shoulder picnic trim. It has a little bit more fat because venison is a very lean meat. So when you make your snack sticks, it'll actually give it a little bit of fat to it, a little bit of juiciness to your snack sticks. Now, we're going to cut all this up into about a 2-inch by 2-inch cubes, and then we're going to run it through the grinder. Our grinder has a 1/2-inch plate through it. We call that the first grind. So, as you can see with the picnic trim, I cut all the pork off in it, deboned it. So now all I got to do is start cutting it up into 2-inch by 2-inch chunks. Okay everybody, we just got doing our coarse grind. So now what we're going to do is start mixing. Now with snack stick number 2, it comes with not only the seasoning, but it comes with pink cure also. It comes with encapsulated citric acid. Now what you're going to do is save the citric acid until after you finish grinding. Because if you put that through your meat, what it does going through the grinder is it actually breaks the fibers down in your meat and it'll become very mushy. So you want to keep that all together. You don't want it to go through the grinder and break it down. It actually adds a little tangy taste to your snack sticks. So what I did is I took the pink cure that it comes with, and this calls for 3 to 4 cups of water, and I put my pink cure right in the water. I use a little whisk, and I actually whisk it all together. So when I pour my water in, it actually has the cure evenly coats all the meat so you don't miss any of the spots. So what I'm going to do to start mixing is I'm going to put in half the water and I'm going to put in half the seasoning. I took 2 bowls and I broke the seasoning in half. The reason I do this is I'm mixing it by hand, and I'll mix half of it first and then put the other half of the seasoning water in after I'm done mixing the first time. Push it in the middle, mixing the seasoning in real good. After you see that it's mixed up, I'm going to grab my other half of my water. And the other half of my snack stick number 2 seasoning. And mix that in. Once this is mixed in, we'll be ready for the final grind. The final grind will go through a 4.5 millimeter plate. Okay, we just got done doing our finished grind. The last thing that happens with the snack stick number 2 is you put this encapsulated citric acid into the mix. It gives it just a little tangy flavor. So I'm going to sprinkle this on, and I'm only going to do half of it because I'm mixing it by hand. I'm going to give her a good mix. Boy, it's going to be sticky. Smells good, but sticky. Oh, then you get meat fingers. Okay, I'm going to take my meat fingers. I'm going to sprinkle the rest of this encapsulated citric acid on it. I'm going to finish mixing this in. After you get this mixed in, she's going to be ready for the stuffer. Now today we're going to stuff it into a 21mm snack stick casing. Okay, it's time to load the hopper. Alright, we just filled, this is a 30-pound hopper. We just filled this up with our snack sticks. Now I'm going to show you how to feed these snack sticks out. Like I said, we're using a 21mm casing for snack sticks. These are going to be nice little fatties. Now if you're a person by yourself, these electric stuffers are really nice. You don't need another guy to run the handle for you, where all you got is a foot pedal, so I can sit here and I can just concentrate on actually just stuffing. Now you want a nice, even, constant flow. And all I do with this is start making a circle. So we just got done stuffing our snack sticks. As you can see, we have a nice big pile of snack sticks. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put them in a meat tub. We're going to throw them in the refrigerator. We're going to let them sit overnight. The reason why we do that is it's no different than when your mom made chicken noodle soup. It may be good that day, right fresh, but it's always better the next day. It helps out to let this meat sit overnight, because then the seasonings really get mixed in and the meat really absorbs the seasoning and it becomes more flavorful. So we'll catch you tomorrow when we set up the smoker and we finish smoking our snack sticks. Hey everybody, it's the next morning now. Our snack sticks sat all night. What we did is we loaded up our smoker. Instead of laying them flat on the racks, I actually went to the hardware store, got a couple 1-inch dowels, and I put them in my smoker. This is going to be the first smoke doing snack sticks with this Pit Boss Sportsman 7. We're not sponsored by anybody, so you're going to get the real truth on how this does. Kind of excited. So I'm going to set it about 150 degrees, and we're going to start from there with our temp, and we're just going to slowly work it up until our snack sticks reach about 145 to 150 degrees. Hey everyone, it's been about 7 hours smoking our snack sticks here. We finally hit that nice internal temp of about 150 degrees. So what we're going to do is we're going to take them out real fast since they hit that internal temp. Oh, yeah, look at them. I'm going to take all my multiple probes out. And we're going to put them in an ice bath. Ooh. That one's in there. There we go. Reason for the ice bath is it cools down the cooking process. There we go. Put them in there. There, look at them nice snack sticks. All we're gonna do is lay these right in this tub. Close up the smoker. So what we're going to show you real quick is we're just going to cool these down in an ice water. I'm going to take them in the house. We're going to put some faucet water on them, and then we're going to set them out on a rack and we're going to let them dry. The ideal is to get the temp of the stick down below 130 degrees to stop the cooking process as fast as possible. So after you stop the cooking process, we're going to set them out, let them dry at room temperature when they're good and dry for about an hour or so, and then we're going to package them. I hope you enjoyed this. This is snack stick number 2 by the Seasoned Butcher. So hit that subscribe button and hope to see you again.